Recently, I've sought to emphasize that both sides are responsible for the culture wars and they both need to be called out and challenged. In my previous article, I talked about the role of postmodern critical theory in poisoning the left. Today, I want to focus on top-down orchestrated, conformist, tribalist culture war movements. Just like last time, I'm going to start by saying that I don't disagree with conservative philosophy itself, as long as we are actually talking about the Burkean variety. I've even come to believe that Burkean conservatism should be one of the major philosophies underpinning a truly centrist politics. Even the center-left could use some Burkean conservatism in its arguments against the postmodern far-left. The problem is, what we find on the organized political right these days is largely not Burkean conservatism. My biggest problem with the cultural warriorism isn't even with its content, although there is indeed a lot to disagree with there. My biggest problem is that it is an exercise in shutting down independent thinking, just like postmodern critical theory activism on the left. Culture war talking points are developed by activists and think tanks, disseminated through media, both traditional and new, and imprinted as truth. There is no room for independent thinking there. The media, talking heads, and influencers' lockstep agreement on every talking point makes it even more difficult to dissent from the manufactured consensus. I believe it is this phenomenon in turn that is turning former moderates into hardliners. The existence of culture warriorism also complicates things in other ways. For example, my regular readers would know that I am strongly opposed to postmodern critical theory. On both classical liberal and Burkean conservative grounds, I have been attempting to lay out a philosophical case against postmodern critical theory in the past 5 to 7 years. However, recently, the weaponization of this issue by the culture warriors has made the conversation increasingly difficult. This is not surprising, given how anti-woke has become coded as Republican in the eyes of many people nowadays. Taken together, these points demonstrate that culture warriorism is no less harmful to free speech and the marketplace of ideas than left-wing postmodern critical theory. I therefore believe that it at least deserves our equal concern and criticism. We need to push back hard on illiberalism from both the left and the right alike, and in doing so take an honest stance for freedom.